There we go. Anyway, if you want to build a large organization of business partners, then you've got to understand the concept of what duplication plays in your ultimate success. I mean, duplication is a major role in your ultimate success. So this entire training that I'm going to be doing over the next few days is based on duplication. And I've taken this from a gentleman named Todd Smith. He's not the Todd Smith in our company, a different Todd Smith. But anyhow, I've taken this information from his training. His training is called The Cycle of Duplication. In his career, he's only sponsored personally just a couple handfuls of people, but his organization is huge, and he's earned millions of dollars in network marketing. And it's all because he was able to teach his organization duplication. So I want to encourage you to always keep that in mind, that how important duplication is. If you're doing something that's not duplicatable, then you need to be doing something different, because you want to be able to get your organization to do the same thing. You can download the training manual that I'm working from my training website, bestnetfund.com. If you click on the link that says Cycle of Duplication, it's going to take you to several things that I suggest that you do to get your group off to a good start, and one of them is to download the Cycle of Duplication manual. The manual is free of charge. So anyhow, today we're going to talk about starting your business. Now, one of the most important factors in building a successful network marketing business is to follow a proven system that will create a leveraged income, and for you and for everybody else in your organization. It must be a system that your business partners can easily follow as they walk in your footsteps. So again, that's why this training program is called The Cycle of Duplication. It's designed to make it as easy as possible for your downline members, your team members, to duplicate what you do. Now the system is designed to walk you through a duplication process. It's using several steps to kind of visualize how you go along here. But the first step, which we're going to cover today, is called the starting your business. In this step, we're going to learn the 10 important activities that you need to complete to get your business started correctly. And you need to have your team members do the same thing. Okay, step 2, we're going to talk about invite people. We'll do that on Thursday. In this step, we're going to talk about what to say to those that you want to invite to learn about your business or to use your products. Step 3, which I should be doing on Friday, is called Introduce the Business. In this step, you're going to discover how to effectively introduce your business to other people. Step 4, which we'll start on next Monday, is Determine Interest. In this step, we're going to find out how to determine people's interest in learning more about the business and your product or your service. Step 5 will be next Tuesday. We're going to talk about gain a positive decision. And just like it sounds, this step is valuable because it helps you gain some insights into how to get a positive decision from your prospects. And then the final one we'll do next Thursday is step 6, and it's called Get Your New Partners Started. And this is how you're going to get your new partners started on this same system to repeat what you're doing. So the cycle of duplication is a system that's been used by thousands of network marketers all over the world. And Steve Schultz and Andre Vaughn and all of them, they're always talking about duplicating a system. So it's something that you've got to make sure that, again, like I said a moment ago, whatever you do is something that your team members can easily duplicate. So we're going to go first through the cycle and learn it one step at a time, like I said, over the next week and a half, and then you'll have a chance to apply what you've learned one step at a time as you develop your business. After you've completed all 6 steps of the cycle, that's when the duplication begins. You're going to teach the system to each new person that you bring into your business, and last, you're going to teach your business partners how to teach the system to their new partners that they bring in. So the cycle continues to duplicate all the way down. All right, where we had left off is we were introducing the first step today, duplicating the system. You're first going to go through the cycle and learn this thing one step at a time, as I've already mentioned. We're going to apply what you've learned one step at a time as you begin to develop your business. And after you've completed all these 6 steps over the next week and a half, then you're going to be ready to start duplicating your business. And the duplication begins at that point. You're going to start teaching your new team members, your new business partners, one step at a time. And then last but not least, you're going to teach them how to teach their new business partners one step at a time. And as you go over time, you're going to build a bigger and bigger team. And I was mentioning that Andre Vaughn was being interviewed by a gentleman named Troy Dooley with the MLM Help Desk. And that's one of the things Andre Vaughn said. His first 2 years in the business, he spent all of his time trying to do everything himself. And when he finally got the idea and finally realized that duplication was the key and retooled himself and started teaching his leaders how to teach, that's when his organization grew by leaps and bounds. So duplication is the key to building a long-term sustainable business. So the 10 important tasks in starting your business. First task is determine your why. You guys, we've heard this all the time. The first thing you need to do is to search your heart and clearly identify your main reason for starting your own business. In the book, Think and Go Rich, Napoleon Hill said that desire is the starting point for all achievement. There has to be something that drives you to build your business, or you're going to slowly lose interest in what you're doing and eventually quit. And that happens so often in network marketing. As soon as somebody hits a roadblock, they don't have a big enough why, and they fall off. So success begins with the desire, because without desire, you won't do what's required to succeed. Once you've identified your main reason for doing this business and established a deadline to accomplish that goal, then you're going to start seeing your success. So what I want you to do after this call is over is, again, go back to the training manual and go to step 1 and start going through these 10 steps. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of time and jot down some reasons that quickly come to mind of why you want to do this business. And when you complete your list, you want to make several copies of that and put them in places all over your house where you're going to be able to review them frequently. Barb Pitcock talks about, she takes and puts her reasons why on a 4x6 index card, and she puts them all over the house. She's got them on her refrigerator. She's got them on her mirror in the morning, so when she gets up, she sees them. She sees them before she goes to bed at night, so the reasons why are always there. So you want to consider locations like your bathroom mirror, your desk, your car's dashboard, your refrigerator, and any other place that you frequent throughout the day. I want to digress a little bit. You know, in developing this reason why, you've got to constantly keep yourself motivated and trained and always looking for a way to improve yourself. And one of the things I do in the mornings, in addition to looking at my reason why, is I look at, I do a little bit of inspirational education every day. Right now I'm working through Rick Warren's Purpose Driven Life. I do a little bit of reading from Scripture every day. I also spend a little bit of time every day reading different books on self-improvement. Currently I'm going through The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. So there's always something I'm doing there. I start my day doing that. Review my reasons why, and then when I finish the day, I might read another chapter out of one of those books or work on that a little bit more, and I review my reasons why again. In fact, I wish you could see it right now, but on my home screen on my computer, I don't know if you can see that or not, I put pictures of all the things that I want to achieve, so every time I go back to the home screen on this thing, I have that stuff right there in front of me. Get back to what I was doing here. Okay, so anyhow, that's the first thing on there. Now, determining your why. I've got some great tools on the BestNet Fund website. There's actually one called Memory Jogger. And there's some things under the Cycle of Duplication tab that will help you in this part of the training exercise. So anyhow, let's go on to step number 2. Step number 2, you've got to make a commitment. As you begin to build your business, you need to determine the level of commitment that you're going to make in your business every day. Like most things in life, your success and enjoyment will be determined by the level of commitment you make to whatever you do. The more seriously you take your business, the more successful you're likely to become. So making a commitment to your business is not only necessary for you to stay focused and on track, but it's also essential because your prospects and business partners are going to sense your commitment. If your prospects sense that you're committed to your business, they'll be more inclined to take action by purchasing the company's products and services, or even joining in with that CEO pack. If your business partners perceive you're committed, it's going to strengthen their commitment and increase their respect for you. So the next step on here is you want to take a few moments and write down some statements that declare what your level of commitment is. And then later on we'll look at that some more. So number 3, this goes along with the making a commitment. You've got to block out some time. Not only mental commitment is vital in achieving your success and your goals, but so is a time commitment. So you've got to set aside time each and every day to build your business. It might be 15 minutes a day. It might be several hours a day, depending on your circumstances. The key is to set aside a specific amount of time each day to build your business, and then remain committed to working your business during that window of time. So what you want to do at this point is you want to get your planner out and actually schedule your time that you're going to block out for the business. And when that time comes, you don't want to do anything else. Okay, number 4. This is where that memory jogger comes in. That's on the website, bestnetfund.com. The memory jogger will help go through step number 4, and that's to make a list of those people that you know. If you're to start a business, any type of business that caters to the needs of the people in your community, what group of people will be the smartest and least expensive to market to first? Well, of course, the answer is people you already know. People you know will be 10 times more inclined to do business with you than total strangers. As you begin to build your business, your initial success is going to likely come from introducing the products and introducing the business to the people that you know. These people don't need to be close friends. They just need to be people with whom you've got some level of relationship with. In fact, sometimes the closest friends might be the more difficult of your warm market. As you write down the names, don't prejudge anybody. Don't prejudge them based on what level of interest they may have or what type of resources they may have to get themselves involved. Don't prejudge anybody. Just make the list of everybody you know. Pretend that you're being paid $1,000 for every name that you put on your list. Make your list on a pad of paper. I use I use one of these journals, and I made my list in there, and I carry that with me everywhere I go. So on the first page of the book, you want to maybe put some little ideas to stimulate you. Print out the memory jogger. That's actually the best way to do it. Print that out and then sit down and start making your list of all your names. If you don't know their phone numbers, don't know their email address, that's okay. Put them on the list anyway. Not only will you want to expand your business locally, but you're also going to want to expand your business all over the country. So don't forget the people that you know that live outside of your area. And again, if you go to the memory jogger on the website, it's got a little more information about that. Let me click on that real quick. It says every 8 seconds another person joins a home-based business. Are they going to be in your business? Only if they know about it. So that's a good thing there to think about. You don't want your people coming to you later and pitching you a business because you never introduced them to your own business. You don't want them coming to you later when you're having success and say, why didn't you tell me about it? So you want to put everybody on your list. Okay, number 5, put together your plan. The successful leader must plan his work and work his plan. A leader who moves by guesswork without practical, definite plans is comparable to a ship without a rudder. Sooner or later, he's going to land on some rocks. That's by Napoleon Hill. It's just not realistic to think that you're going to succeed without having some kind of plan for what you're going to do. Now, your plan doesn't need to be elaborate, but you do need to have a good understanding of what you're going to be doing to build your business. There's 3 simple decisions that you need to make putting together your plan. The first decision is you've got to, you need to make, the first decision you need to make is to whether you're going to focus your time on growing a customer base or focus your time on growing a network of business partners. For many, many years, Longevity has always focused on the customer base, building a customer base. Since the FDI team came aboard, we now see that also a more profitable and quicker way to build the business is by building a network of business partners. Now, in option one, you can choose to build your business by leading with your company's products or services. With this method, you're going to build a growing customer base that will provide you with supplemental monthly income. As your customers enjoy the products and services, you can then introduce them to the business. As your customer base slowly becomes your business partners, then you begin the process of creating a leveraged income as your business organization starts to grow. The positive side of leading with the company's products or service is that it's easier and more comfortable for most people in the beginning. The downside is that it lengthens the amount of time it takes to expand your business organization, because you're going to be waiting for your customers to have a positive experience before introducing them to the business. And as we all know, in longevity, most people start having some positive experience within the first month of taking the products, but still, that's 30 days a delay in getting the business going and introducing to additional prospects. I personally, I do introduce the business to a lot of people through the products, but my favorite choice on introducing to business people is option two. And the alternative choice is to lead with your company's business opportunity. This means you're going to focus your time introducing the company's business, the compensation, the time freedom, that type thing, to prospective business partners. The pro, again, is leading with the business opportunity. You can shorten the time it takes to begin expanding the business organization once it's duplicated, and it can lead to a faster growing business. The downside is leading with a business requires a little bit more training if you're going to duplicate it properly. So you want to take some time and consider which option that you're going to build your business with. Now, the second decision you've got to make when you start is you need to make the decision, how are you going to introduce your company's business opportunity or your company's products? Now, with this decision, you've got two methods to consider. Will you be using one of the company's professionally produced tools to introduce your business, or will you be inviting people to personal presentations, whether it's with you or your upline business partners, someone who's going to be able to give a live presentation? Now, the biggest factor in making this decision is to learn what your upline business partners are doing that they're having success with, and then do whatever it is that they're doing successfully. The third decision you're going to need to make is you're going to need to make a decision about putting together your plan. The third decision concerns your commitment. How many people a day are you going to commit yourself to inviting to learn about your business? How many people a day are you going to determine that you're going to hand out one of Dr. Weich's CDs to? Based on the amount of time that you feel that you can allocate to building your business, how many contacts are you committed to make each day during that time frame? If you're going to be working your business on a part-time basis, like most people do in the beginning, then 2 people a day is probably a realistic number for most people. 2 a day, there's 10 in play. So over a week's time, you're making a presentation to 10 people by just introducing it to 2 people a day. And statistics are 1 out of 10 people join the business. As you get better, it might get up to 2 out of 10 or 3 out of 10 people. So do you think you can invite 2 people a day to learn about your business? Just 2 people. If you feel 2 people a day is realistic for you, then write that down on your business plan. 2 a day, every day. And then put it next to your telephone. Put it on the mirror. Put it on the refrigerator. 2 a day, every day. Okay, the 6th step in getting your business started right is to place your sales tool order. Now, regardless of the method that you're going to use to build your business, you're going to need to purchase some of your company sales tools. You're going to need to purchase some of Dr. Wallach's CDs or the DVDs if you're going to use the business presentation approach. You're going to want to get the 90 for Life discount cards if that's the approach that you decide you're going to use. So you want to purchase the sales tools to help introduce the business to people. Then you want to familiarize yourself with those sales tools and get with your upline sponsor and find out how they're using the tools. Find out what tools they're using, and that's what you should go with. So the next step then is you want to write down what tools you think you're going to need, and then, like I said, check with your upline and go over exactly what you do need. Number 7, You want to sign up to receive your product or service monthly. This is so important. You cannot get paid unless you are ordering monthly. Now, it encourages the business owners, by signing up, it encourages the business owners to use the products. So that's one of the reasons why we want you to sign up on the auto ship, to try out the different products. But also it's going to, in our case of longevity, it's going to help you with your health in the long run. And since the entire story of longevity is 90 for life, it's really important that you are using the products that you're going to be representing in your business. And like I said, you can't enjoy everything the compensation plan has to offer unless you're on an auto ship. And my suggestion is that everybody should be on 150 BB auto ship, because that's the first step in the compensation plan chart. Eventually, as you move up in the ranks, your auto ship's going to go up. But you know what? The maximum auto ship in longevity is $300 a month. And for a husband and wife, that's a couple of healthy start packs and maybe some Rebound or Prohoba or something like that to go along with it. So you want to make sure that you're on 150 BB auto ship, and every person that you introduce into the business, whether they get in at the $10 level or the CEO level, you want to make sure they're all on the $150 auto ship. So that'll take advantage of the best part of the compensation plans. Okay, number 8, you want to get plugged in. Now, this can be overwhelming sometimes, but as you begin building your business, you want to get plugged into what's going on with both the company and with your team. With longevity, we've got webinars, conference calls, we've got the email newsletters, websites, events all over the place. You want to ask your sponsor or your upline person their advice here, because you can actually end up spending hours and hours every day just by getting plugged in and never actually get any work done. So you want to check with your upline, find out which tools, which things to get plugged into is most beneficial and will give you the biggest bang for the buck, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Number 9, you want to become knowledgeable about the product or service. As you begin building your business, you want to have a basic understanding of the key products and services that we highlight on our websites and that we promote in all of our materials. The best resource, of course, is to learn from the company itself, from the website. As you use the company's products and services and you attend events and review the different marketing materials, you're going to become more and more knowledgeable in the products. But no one technique is no one's going to require that you become an expert. That's what we got Dr. Wallach for. That's what we got the CDs for. That's what we got people like myself for, and Corey Gold, and all the other leaders in the company. For us to be the experts for you, you don't need to be the expert. You just need to know where to go to get the information and have a basic understanding of the 90 for life message. That's really all you need to do. You don't need to know, what a person needs to take if they got epilepsy. You don't need to know what to take if they've got a toenail fungus. Okay, you don't need to know all these different things. You just need to know where to get the information. And the last thing that you need to do in getting started, of course, is to place your order pack, preferably the CEO pack. Once your new person does that, then especially the CEO pack, is going to open them up to all the different levels of compensation. So this last step is only for people who haven't done it already. You want to make sure you get your initial enrollment pack done. If you do, it's very important that you place the order right away. Your product should consist primarily of the products that you plan to use yourself and to sell within 30 to 60 days. You don't want to buy a bunch of products and warehouse it. Okay, Longevity's made this easy. You don't have to buy products like the old days when you would have to buy a garage full of products and then sell those to your downline. You just want to get the things that you're going to use and some things that you might want to sample out to other people. Again, the CEO pack's perfect. It gives you a healthy start pack for yourself. If you got a spouse, it gives a healthy start pack for the spouse, and it gives you lots of different samples. So here's some reasons why you should buy the products. To keep a small amount of product on hand for your new people for sampling. Each time people say they'd like to try one of the products, you want to give them something immediately so they can start trying it. Sometimes the delay in getting them started actually is going to cost a sell. You want to buy the CEO pack right away to qualify to start earning all the commissions that's possible. With every compensation plan in the whole network marketing industry, you've got to do something, buy something to begin with. If you weren't buying products, then this would be an illegal pyramid scheme. So you have to buy products. And the third reason why you want to buy the products is to experience what the company has to offer. How can you talk about the 90 for Life experience if you've not experienced it yourself? So as you place your startup product order, remember that this is a business of duplication, and almost everybody that you introduce to the business is going to get started the same way you did. So if you want everybody in your organization to start with the CEO pack, then you need to get the CEO pack. It's going to be easier to duplicate that because then you'll have experience with that CEO pack. You'll have experience with the products in it. It makes it a little bit easier to talk about. So now that we've gone through the 10 steps to begin building a business, it's going to be wise to set up a time to discuss these 10 steps with your upline business partner, the person that brought you into the business. This is going to allow you to get some of your questions answered, and it'll allow you to bring some clarity into how the two of you are going to work together to build your business. Be sure to listen on that website, Cycle of Duplication. There's actually on the website BestNet Fund, there's actually under the Cycle of Duplication tab a place where you can download the first two training videos for audios for step 1 and step 2. So you might want to get those and listen to those audios as well. And once you've got these 10 points down, then you're ready to begin building your business and you're ready to begin teaching your downline to it. Highly productive people take the time to think, plan, and set priorities. They then launch quickly and strongly toward their goals and their objectives. That's Brian Tracy. Guys, there's a lot of information I've covered so far, and Thursday we're going to talk about inviting people, so hopefully it'll be a little bit better training call as far as more getting down into the meat and potatoes of things. But I encourage you to go to the website bestnetfund.com. Okay, there, like I said, there's a lot of information on there. Probably the place to start is to click on the Cycle of Duplication tab, and that will go through some steps there that I put together on things to do to get yourself started off quickly. I put on there step 1 is to order Eric Worre's book, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. Guys, if you plan on taking this business to the professional level, you've got to get that book. It's the best training book that I've ever read in all the things that I've done with network marketing. My copy's a little ragged already because I've used it so much. I actually downloaded it for the Kindle as well, so I've always got it with me, and I look at that thing all the time. So I do highly recommend that. There's a link there for that. My 90 for Life training manual is on there. You can download that. That'll take you through some of the steps. Making a prospect list. The prospect memory jogger is on there. You can download the list for filling out. I still recommend going to the store and buy one of these. You can get them really cheap right now since it's back to school time. It's bound, and that way you don't lose any of the papers in it. Like I said, keep it with you at all times. Anytime you meet anybody, write them down on your prospect list. At some point in the future, you may want to call them. Like I said, there's Cycle Duplication audios. The first 2 are on there for you to download for free. There's multi-level marketing scripts by a gentleman called Dale Calvert. This is Proven MLM Scripts. There's some great little scripts there on how to invite people. I suggested downloading that. The Cycle of Duplication training package that I'm doing this training from. You can download the manual yourself for free, which I have right here. I also have it on my Kindle so I can watch it later. But if you go to the link on here and order the entire kit, you're actually going to get CDs to take you through each of these steps as well that you can listen to in the car. And, well, they're not CDs, but they're MP3s that you can download. So I really highly recommend that. The training kit's only $19.95. I have never seen a more complete training program for that low of a price. So I would highly recommend that. If you don't want to spend the $19.95, at least download the manual and go through that. You want to start some online training, listening to some different network marketing professionals and what they suggest, I have a series on here called Strategies for Success. There's hours and hours of videos on there. And then last but not least, there's a 20 and 28 day challenge. That's the first thing I did this past February. When I took that 28 day challenge, I think I actually the goal was to recruit 20 people personally in 28 days. I think I recruited 13 in those 28 days. But out of that 13, by the end of that 28 days, I had 30 some odd people in my group. And that 30 some odd people, within 2 months, I had grown to become a SEMD. And within 3 months, one of those people themselves had already grown to SEMD. And it wasn't one of the people that I recruited. Somebody that I recruited this guy, and he went diamond. So I encourage you to check out the training information there. Like I said, I've gone through a lot of material here. So tomorrow will be Dr. Duffy on the website, on the training call. So I encourage you to listen to Dr. Duffy. I will post this up on my blog site later today. So keep an eye on my blog site, keithabell.info. If you go to my Facebook page, which I think my Facebook is Ask Pharmacist Keith, but if you go to my Facebook page and join me there, anytime I post something new on my blog, it pops up there as well. Of course, go to my blog and subscribe. And anytime I post something, it's going to come up. So in the meantime, this has been Pharmacist Keith. I don't have a way to unmute the call. I'm sorry. If you have any questions, please email me. My email is Abell, A-B-E-L-L, marketing @gmail.com. That's abellmarketing@gmail.com. My blog post page is KEITHABELL.info. That's keithabell.info. And one more time, the training site is bestnetfun.com. bestnetfun.com. So until next time, I hope you join me again on Thursday. It's going to be an interesting process. And, I highly encourage you to take this business as a professional, to take it to that next level. It's amazing once I made that decision how things have gone. It's a ride that I've never dreamed would happen as quickly as it's happened. So anyway, follow some of these people that I followed. Learn as much as you can from as many different directions as you can. And until next time, I'll see you tomorrow on the call with Dr. Duffy. And then Thursday, we'll get back to our training. Talk to you guys again.